So today we're going to talk about Decision Day, which is coming up on May 1st. And we're going to talk about finding your match and the different factors that you're going to be considering when choosing your school. So Americans with a high school degree earn an average of $32,000 on average a year. How much does the average bachelor's degree holder earn? So 60,000, so almost double, which is significant. Also, where we go to college matters. So at KIPP, we look at the average graduation rate to determine how likely it is that our students will graduate in 4 to 6 years. Overall, graduation increases when what other factor increases? So it could be cost, it could be distance, number of students, or selectivity. And it's selectivity. By selectivity, we mean how competitive the school is. So if you look at this chart, the more competitive the school is, the higher the graduation rate. Also, where you go to college matters. So we've learned that students tend to stay in college or persist longer at four-year colleges. So among four-year students at four-year colleges, what percentage of students typically persist for year two? And it's 66%. So here we can see this is based on 2-year versus a 4-year school that continue on to either year 2 or year 3. Now, this is not to say that a 2-year path is not legitimate, because a 2-year path could be the best choice for you. It just means that the persistence data is a little bit higher for a 4-year school. So one thing you might want to consider is after that 2-year degree to go ahead and transfer to a 4-year program. But again, 2-year programs are often the best choice for you. So the average debt of current KIPPsters is $25,000, which is significant, but it's not as high as you might have thought. So our goal is to prepare you to make a smart decision that looks at finances, fit, and academics. So preparing for the cost. We have talked about this before, but no two financial aid award letters are the same. So we really have to know what the terms mean and know what to look for. So some of this terminology is review, but grants are money that does not have to be paid back. So basically free money. That could be Pell Grants, Federal Supplemental Educational Opportunity Grant. You may see the acronym, the SEOG, other kinds of grants, free money. Loans are borrowed money that have to be repaid. So called different things, Perkins loans, direct loans, plus loans. And then work study is work that you are paid for, usually on campus jobs. Your cost of attendance includes direct costs, tuition and fees, room and board. Those you pay directly to the college. The cost of attendance also includes your indirect expenses, transportation, books and supplies, and entertainment. One important thing to note is that not all award letters will actually list your indirect expenses, and so you may have to estimate those for yourself. In terms of what award letters look like, there are going to be some basic components that will be the same. So they will outline what kind of financial aid they will offer. However, you'll notice this one has 2 columns, one for fall and one for spring. I've seen some award letters that just have 1 column. And it's for the whole year. And then others have 3 columns. So it would be fall, spring, and then the whole year. And they'll also give you instructions and next steps. And we've already looked at sample award letters, so I'm going to skip this part, but we have previously done that assignment. So questions that you should be asking: what is the actual cost of attendance, both direct and indirect costs? And then what is my total estimated bill? If there's a merit scholarship, what are the requirements to keep it? Can I change majors? And does a payment plan exist? So how to determine match and fit? We want to be thinking about two things. We have the head and the heart. And the way I like to think about this is like the tangibles and the intangibles. So the tangible things is the money. Are they offering you good scholarships? Can you afford the tuition? Is it going to be challenging and rigorous? Does it have that high anticipated graduation rate? Otherwise, there's the heart. So is it going to satisfy your needs and preferences? Can you see yourself there? Do you like where it's located? Does it have the program that you want? The social and cultural interests? Does it have programming for first generation students, for students with certain activity interests, the sports that you want, housing options, and then the size? Some students would be really happy at a big school like CU Boulder. Other students would want a smaller school. So we have two student stories, and here's where you're going to be taking notes. You're going to be noting down what questions you would ask of these students and the advice that you would offer. So Alyssa's the first one. She's a high school senior with hopes of getting an education degree. She wants to stay in state and hopes to attend a college where she can minor in Spanish. In high school, she was active in student government and hopes to be active in her college as well. She's potentially interested in continuing in marching band. So I would pause the video here so that you can take your notes. Basically, we have 4 different colleges, 4 different offers, and you're going to be writing down what questions you would ask her, and you're also going to be writing down the research that you would ask her to do. So pause here and take some time to write down those questions. And then next we're going to move on to Kevin. Kevin is a high school senior who's still undecided about what he wants to study. Probably some kind of engineering. He likes the idea of leaving Houston to attend college and loves the smaller atmosphere in private colleges. In high school, he played basketball and would like to continue playing in some way. So here we'll do the same thing. So we have 3 offers, and you're going to answer 2 questions. What questions would you ask Kevin if you were his counselor? And what research would you ask him to do? So pause the video here and answer that in your notes. So you have all these tools in your toolbox now to make your decision. You completed the financial aid award letter analyzer, and then next you'll complete the decision day report card. That's where you're going to evaluate each of your options based on your finances and the overall fit. To do this, you can use 2 websites. First is the college scorecard, which includes the average cost, the salary of alumni and graduation rate. And then Big Future is another website that includes majors, activities, and graduation rate. So I have included the decision day report card in this assignment, and this will allow you to fill in 6 different factors that you're tracking. So we want everyone to track the graduation rate and everyone to track the financial fit. These other factors are up to you. So maybe 3 is location, maybe 4 is the program or the major, maybe 5 is clubs and activities, and 6 is size. It's totally up to you. You can pick whatever factors you want for 3 through 6. And then you're going to rank each college and university based on all those factors. And notice this last column is your gut feeling. So maybe you visited or you did a virtual tour and you went, wow, I could really see myself there. Or you did the virtual tour and you said, wow, I really can't see myself there. So that's important. Okay, and so then we're going to take this report card and help that make your decision. Okay, so next steps, Schedule our next check-in that may be with or without your family, just depending on your scheduling needs and availability. As your award letters come in, make sure you put a copy in Google Classroom in that assignment. And then make sure you complete the decision day report card as part of this assignment. And keep having conversations with your family and get ready to celebrate.